Okay, the back stitch. This is going to give you a straight stitch. Use it for just any normal seam. We use this because it's very strong. It's much stronger than the running stitch, just the regular in and out. But this is the up close detailed uh, demo of the back stitch. So remember to always start your stitch and end your stitch with a good back tack to secure your thread. If you go in the same area, picking up just 2 or 3 of the yarns in the fabric, doing a really small stitch, that's going to be sufficient back tack. I already have my guideline. I drew in with my clear ruler and a light pen. Don't use the Sharpie marker or a really dark pen. I need to be able to see your stitches and what's going on. Okay, here we go. And this is a full back stitch. There is a half back stitch where you just travel back half of the way, but with this we are creating a full continuous line of thread on the front and the back. And here's how we do that. So I'm entering right at my back tack, and I don't want to travel too much, maybe just like a skinny quarter of an inch. Remember, the smaller your stitch, the better and stronger. Now, once I went in there once, I need to come all the way back to where I entered initially. So now I travel underneath the fabric, but past where the thread exited the fabric, and the amount that I travel underneath the fabric past this exit point, that's how long my stitch on top is going to look. So think about that. How far are you traveling past the exit point? And that's what you want to make consistent. Always adjust your threads as you go. Make sure nothing is looping, like this loop right here. When that happens, just adjust it like this, pull them up a little bit to even them out. And when you did that, that made this uneven down here. So all you gotta do is pull this even and readjust your sewing needle in the very middle of the thread. Then pull it tight and it should be good. Okay, let's keep on doing our back stitch. I have my exit, coming back to where I made my first stitch, entering right at that end. Now I'm going to travel underneath the fabric past the exit, the new exit, and I'm making my new stitch, or my next stitch is going to be that long, however long I went past this exit. Try to break down your stitches and the physical properties of them to realize what is creating what. So our traveling underneath the fabric here, passing this exit point, that's creating the top stitch. However far you travel underneath, that's going to be the length of your stitch on top. that's your back stitch. That's simple. Once you get your muscle memory going, it'll be really easy for you girls to get a more consistent stitch. Be sure to do your entire sample. I don't want partial, I want the entire thing. If you run out of thread, that's totally fine. Just re-thread your needle and start up again. Be sure to lock your stitch in with the back tack though.